Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Cincy Game Hunting, and it's Black Friday week. I am actually going to jump this one in front of a bunch of videos that I already had recorded, because why not? It's Black Friday, we got to enjoy it, and we got to share all the deals. So a lot of the stores are actually doing deals all week long, so I'm actually going to spend this whole week trying to find stuff that was on sale all week long. But the problem is, Meyer started selling their stuff on Sunday, and I totally didn't realize it. So I'm not having a lot of hope that I'm going to find a ton of stuff, because I'm sure it's pretty much going to be picked over by now. But if not, we'll get lucky, hopefully get to a couple things. And we'll try to hit a couple of Meyers up and see what we can find. There's also a couple games at a couple other stores that I want to try and pick up if I get a chance. So let's see what we get. Go! All right, so they did have a good chunk of games left. As you guys saw, there's a bin full of buy one, get one free games. All of them are $19.99, but they're buy one, get one free. That makes them $10 a piece. So that's usually what I hit every year at Meyer. They usually have a lot of great games in those, and it didn't look too picked over, but I could definitely tell it was a lot thinner than it would have been if I had gone the day it opened up. So it is what it is. We picked up 4 games. As you saw, I grabbed a whole bunch of them, but some of them are ones that I had other versions of it, or if I had another console, I ended up putting it back. So I said 4 games. We got 2 Switch games, an Xbox One game, and a PS4 game. The first Switch game is Katamari Reroll. If y'all haven't played Katamari games, they're a ton of fun. It's just basically you're picking up a bunch of trash and turning it into a giant ball. It's a strange game, but it's a lot of fun, so totally worth grabbing that for $10. We also got on the Switch Rad Rogers. This is a little platformer game, and it looks like really cool from what I've seen of it. I almost bought it from GameStop a while back when they had it on sale, but picked it up for $10 over here at Meyer. Next up, Fade to Silence. Now, I have never heard of this game, but it looked pretty amazing. Don't know a lot about it, and like I said, it's one of those games where I just don't have any knowledge of what's going on, but it looks amazing on the back and on the front. So for $10, you try out a lot of new games that you never heard of, you know. And last but not least, this is a game that I wanted to pick up a couple times at Walmart, and they always have it on clearance for like $27. I'm like, I'm not paying $27, sorry. Well, we got it for $10 today. Samurai Showdown on the Xbox One. This is another great game, fighting game, and it's a blast. If you haven't played the old Samurai Showdown game, this is like basically a current gen version of it. So, you know, SNK always knows how to do the fighting games. So, anyways, 4 games, $40, and we're gonna keep this going all week and see what we get. Oh, one more thing before I go. I had noticed a game that was in the bin for the buy one get one free games. And as you'll see right here, the buy one, get one free games are all, like I said, $19.99. So there, if you buy 2 games, you get $10. You get it for $10. But I walked over here, and they had it on clearance for $5.99. Oh, what? I guess you got to keep your eyes open to see if the clearance games are over there on the wall, because Could save a little money by not buying the Black Friday deal. All right, Meyer number 2 was actually pretty successful, and not because of the Black Friday deals, but of all the clearance games they had there. It was crazy. They had probably more games in the clearance bin than they did on the Black Friday shelf. So, whatever. I'll take cheap games any way I can get them. We did get 2 games from the Black Friday bin. The Gianna Sisters for the Switch. This is, I believe, a Wii U game that they kind of redid for Switch, so I think it actually was a multi-port game, but yeah, it's a little platformer game. It's a fun little thing. Ended up being $10 for the Black Friday sale. And we also picked up a racing game. Valentino Rossi. It's a motorcycle racing. I think you can race cars in it too, but pretty cool looking game. I love racing games, as you all know, so pretty stoked to grab that for $10. We also grabbed all of these clearance games. First of all, a couple of $15 ones. I'm gonna butcher this. Sekiro. I don't know. A bunch of people told me this game is excellent. I'm totally stoked to pick that up for $15. Pretty sweet deal on that one. And I think the other here's the other $15 one. Resident Evil 2, the remake. I've been waiting for this to get down to a cheap enough price for me to pick up, and $15. It's right on the money. All right, now for the really cheap ones. For $5, picked up Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 on the Xbox One. I have the other 2 Sniper Ghost Warrior games, and I think one for 360, the other one was for PS2, I think I have, or PS4, I mean, sorry. So I got those 2, and then we picked up Pac-Man Championship Edition, along with Dig Dug and Galaga and regular Pac-Man. 4 games in one for this one. Pretty sweet deal on that. We also got, I think this is the last game in the group, $5 for Metal Gear Solid 5, both versions, the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes. So a 2-pack of Metal Gear Solid games for $5, not bad, $2.50 a game. Altogether, like I think it was 65 bucks plus tax. So that's a lot of games for super cheap. I love Black Friday week. All right, so quick trip into Target because I saw in their ad there was 2 games that I was looking to grab. One of them's been out for a while. One of them just came out, which is kind of surprising, and that game is Cobra Kai. This couldn't have been out for more than a month or so now, but it was on sale for 15 bucks on the Black Friday sale. As you can see, it says Series X compatible, which, you know, Series X has only been out for like about a couple weeks. So yeah, Cobra Kai for 15 bucks. Normally it's about a $30 to $40 game. Not gonna complain about that one bit. And the other game we picked up, this is one that I was praying would get down to a cheap price for Black Friday, and it did, was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This game has been out for a little while, but it's still an awesome game, and I see everybody playing it all the time on on Twitch streams and stuff like that. So super stoked to pick that up for 15 bucks. I said both these games $15 a piece over at Target. I love Black Friday. I can't say it enough. And we're gonna keep it going all week long, and hopefully hit up a couple of local shops towards the end of the week. All right, day 2, and it's a gloomy day outside. It's been raining all day long, and it's just now starting to let up, so decided to sneak into Best Buy real quick and picked up 3 games, 2 of which were on the shelf, and one of which I actually had to have the guy go in the back and grab some because I guess they ran out of them on the floor, and he had to run and get it. First game, Until Dawn. All these games I said were $10 a piece. Pretty sweet deals, and this is another, like, I think it's like a survival horror game. It looks like it has some big name actors in it, but yeah, I don't have much. It's kind of like the Cabin in the Woods type of game, I guess. But yeah, it's 10 bucks. Can't beat that. Next game we got was Neo. I had never played this yet, and it's like a ninja samurai type game. Yeah, it's been kind of a bargain bin game for a while now, since you can tell it's a PlayStation Hits game. But it was 10 bucks as well, so pretty sweet on that. And the one I couldn't find, and I actually found one in the back of the store, was Neo 2. So I've got both of them now. It is the sequel, and it's kind of like a samurai game. The visuals look amazing on it, but like I said, never played either one of these yet. Looking forward to dipping into them. And 3 games, 30 bucks. Gotta love Black Friday. All right, it's past 5 o'clock, so we're starting to run out of light here. I picked up 2 games at that Meyer. One of the games is an obscure Switch game that I'd never seen before, and one was a Burnout game, which you'll see here. Burnout Paradise Remastered. I had Burnout Paradise back in the day. I don't have it anymore, but I'd love to play the 4K version on my Xbox One, and it's optimized for One X, so totally stoked to get that and play that downstairs with Andrew. But yeah, the Burnout games, if you haven't played them, are so much fun. You're just basically blasting through people all the time with your car and causing as much mayhem as you can. So if you haven't tried it yet, totally worth a try, like an arcade-style racer. And here's the obscure one. This is The Police on the Switch. I had never heard of this, and it looks interesting. I mean, I don't know what the premise of it is, but anytime I can find an obscure Switch game, I'm totally down to grab it. All right, it is Black Friday, and had to make a couple trips out to a couple local game shops that I frequent because they're having sales today. And Paper Street Trading Company had 50% off everything in the store that was used. So that's a pretty sweet, awesome deal. They're pretty awesome with their prices in general in the first place, so you know you're gonna find good deals that way. First of all, we picked up Black on the original Xbox. Listed for $3, which means it was $1.50 for that one. That one is one of the ones that will play on an Xbox One, so awesome to grab that one up for cheap. Record for Agarist War Zero. This one has been at the store for a while. It's only $5, so it's $2.50 today, and it's on 360. It's a RPG game, and one of the viewers was telling me I need to pick this up, so I kind of procrastinated on it, but I finally grabbed it for $2.50. We got Mario Sports Mix on the Wii, listed for $18, so it was $9 today. And this is a game that I bought a couple times at thrift stores, but they were always charging like $25 at a thrift store. And nope, we're not gonna do that, but we got it for $9 today. Wii Sports on the Wii. Sorry, my games are sticking together because I just wiped them down. Picked that up for picked that up for $7.50 because it was $15 originally. And Wii Sports trades for $15, so I may pick that up and play it for a little bit and then trade it in pretty quickly over at GameStop because it trades in for $15 over at GameStop, so grab that one up. On the Xbox One, we got Hello Neighbor, and this is a game that I've been hearing a lot about. I've just never had a chance to try it out, and yeah, it was ended up only being $5, so down to grab that. We got a lot of stuff, I'm not lying. Picked up Red Faction Armageddon for $1 because it was listed for $2. Red Faction games are pretty awesome. I've only played the original one. I have a couple of the other ones. I haven't had a chance to play them yet, but this is one I did not have. Let's see. Here's some more of the expensive stuff. Now, I broke my $15 rule on a couple of things. This is one of them. Ghost of Tsushima ended up being around $22.50. I think that amounted up to. So this game still goes for like $40-50 in stores, and it price charged for about that much too. So I was stoked to grab this for super cheap. It was a little over $20 for the Ghost of Tsushima, and like this is probably gonna win Game of the Year. It could. I'm not positive on that, but it looks like it will. We also picked up Pokemon Omega Ruby. This one ended up being $15. Grabbed it off the wall, and I was like, I don't have this one, so I was totally willing to grab a Pokemon game for $15. And last but not least, I grabbed another PlayStation 4 controller. Ended up being $21. A little more than I usually like to pay for them, but I mean, it's a PS4 controller. These are going to be hard to find for the most part that are not all dinged up and busted. So yeah, $21 for a PS4 controller, and it works great. As far as I can tell, I gotta test it when I get home, but you know, I can return it. That's why I like buying it from a game store, because if I'm gonna pay $21 for it, I want to at least be able to take it back if there's anything wrong with it. So, not a bad deal. Altogether, we spent right around 80 something, but we got a ton of stuff at that store, and everything was 50% off. And we're gonna hit a couple more stores before we finish up the day. All right, last stop of the week, and we went to CD Game Exchange. Everything in there was 30% off, so not quite as good of a deal as it was over at Paper Street, but still found some games pretty cheap. We grabbed Wasteland 2 on the Xbox One. Don't know much about this game. It looks kind of similar to like Diablo, but totally willing to try it out for like $3.50, so score there. Also grabbed Final Fantasy 15. I have a copy of this, I believe, on PS4, but I can play it in 4K, and it actually plays a lot better on the Xbox One. So I bought that for $1.40. You know, for $1.40, I'm willing to try it out and see how it looks in 4K and see if it looks any better than it does on my PS4. And last but not least, Demon Souls. Now, everybody's been looking for this on the PS5. That was the remake, and this is the original. I don't know how much the greatest hits copy goes for, but I think the regular version is like a $25 game. We only paid $7 for it, so not a bad deal at all. A lot of good deals this week. Had hit up a lot of stores and a lot of retail spots. I hope you guys had some good luck this week too, and found some deals of your own. But until next time, keep hunting.